So you just finished your podcast, and you need to be able to construct a really poignant and simple outro to your podcast. I got a few steps that'll help you build that nice outro to wrap up your episode. Number one, let's thank your listeners for tuning in to your content. Always show a little appreciation. Number two, I like to have a little swag bag. What are some key takeaways? You've had a vibrant conversation. There's been so many great talking points. Which talking points would you love to resonate with your audience? Hey, if you got a podcast, even if it's a student podcast, invite your audience to give you some feedback. Even have a little fomercial about leaving a rating and review. Because of course, the only way to build a great listenership of your podcast is word of mouth. The people that enjoy your content gotta activate your content. Number four, give a little teaser of what's coming up on the next episode. Build some excitement for the audience to tune in next time. Perfect time to fade into a little music. Fade back out and end with a catchphrase, a tagline, something to hook. Like I love to say, inspire, don't require. And those are some great pillars to building a fast and effective outro for your podcast. Thank the listeners. Recap your ideas. Invite the audience for some feedback, some interaction. Provide a teaser for what's coming next. Play a little music in return with your favorite tagline. Until next time. And that concludes our latest episode, the Grade 6 Science Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in and listening. And we would love if you would provide some feedback and let us know what you thought about this content. You know, this episode talked about so many great things, but one of the big swag bag items, one of the big takeaways is making sure that as we continue to use flight as a means to travel around this world, we need to be environmentally responsive, and we need to commit to either less flight or we commit to advancing the technologies that make flight cleaner and more responsive. Hey, if you like this episode, make sure you share this episode with your friends, anyone that's interested in flight. And it would really help us if you would continue to leave a rating and review on our podcast. Now, if you love this content and you love this episode, we think you're going to equally love our next episode where we're talking about volcanoes. So please tune in to find out all things volcanoes. Of course, you have been listening to the Grade 6 Science Podcast. Why science? Well, because we need science. And you're listening to the Che
and Pav Show.